how to stop worshipping the false god of the matrix and money. So right now you're thinking like, I'm not worshipping money or all these things. What are you talking about? So let's face it, we all like measure our worth. Like, I'm not saying that everybody does this, but most people, they measure their sense of worth or their security on their bank account. So if the bank account is big, people feel happy, they feel secure, they have more freedom. If the bank account is low, it ties to their self-worth. They feel like low self-worth, they take it personally and stuff like that. So this false god of money, the bank account that we worship nowadays, this is the modern false god. It's causing a lot of suffering, and exactly this false god is stopping you from attracting money. This is literally blocking money. So it doesn't matter, like this video is really, it's a great, it's something that you can apply in your life. It doesn't matter where you apply it. Is it in business? Is it in terms of relationship? This is basically how to detach from scarcity, because this is literally a scarcity mindset. And right now you're thinking like, wow, false god, scarcity mindset. So give me the time to explain. Like, if you cannot sit through this video, I think that in a way you're lost. There's nothing that I can do for you. Nowadays, people, their attention span is very low. So I'm not trying to insult anyone here. I'm just saying that it's worth your time. Like, what's more worth than stop the suffering of low worth? Like, this is like literally a game changer that helped me. And I'm sure that if it helps me in my journey, like, why wouldn't it not help you? So define a false god, right? So right now you're thinking like, false god, like define it. So a false god, what is it? It's something that you fear, that makes you fear, and it's something that people worship. So people tend to give it high priority, right? Or people make it super important. So in a way, money is very, like, it's high priority, it's important. If you will lose your money, like, you will lose yourself. It's like as if losing your life. Right now, like, if somebody robbed your bank account and took away all your money, you will feel like, people even will like commit suicide. This is literally the false god of money, because they see money as the source of security, power, and purpose. Nowadays, people, they feel more secure when they have more money. So what do people do is like they try to cultivate money, and they are like literally chasing this black hole that you never can fill. So people literally, they are in this honeypot, and they are just chasing money endlessly to get the security endlessly that you will never get, because it's a false god. It can't give you security, right? People also use money for power. They use it to increase their self-worth, to enhance the self. They use material stuff like supercars, luxury watches. Like, they literally use money to increase their status, and in a way it's like seeking validation or trying to get validation, because you're literally using it to get attention, validation. And for a lot of people on Instagram, they made money their purpose of life. So they think like, okay, if I have money, I have security, I have freedom, I have all these things. So let's make money the purpose. So when I have money, it solves all problems. So this is an illusion, it's not true. And what is the truth is that this video is not about not having money. Like, this video is the opposite, on having an abundance of money. And this is literally blocking your abundance, because this is literally scarcity mindset. It's based on scarcity, right? Hoarding, restricting, right? So I'm gonna give you all reasons why money, this attachment to this false god, makes you suffer. So first of all, money gives you the illusion of control. So right now, if you want to start a business, people, they are not willing to take the risk. Why are they not willing to take the risk? They're afraid of losing money. And they know that this money that they have on the bank account, it gives them, again, security, power, purpose. So they are afraid to invest. They are attached to it. It hurts them to, like, there is no flow, right? And everybody knows that in order to have a business, or in order to make money flow in, it needs to flow out. You need to invest, you need to take the risk, right? So people, they tend to have money because it gives them the illusion of control, but the truth is that you can't control it, because all these, like cultivating these material possessions, it can be over like this. If you die, for example, then that's it, like it's done. This is very extreme, but you can lose the business, stuff can happen. And a great example is, for example, Kanye West. He had like $1 billion, and he made one tweet. It was something about doing DEF CON on the Jews or something. I don't want to attract bad attention or something, but just to give you an example. He made one inappropriate tweet, and this caused all his business to collapse. All of a sudden, he had like an agreement with Adidas. He made tons of money with Adidas, and all of a sudden, the business deals has closed. The contract has been like all the businesses disassociated with him. The banks were against him. They froze his money. They took away his money. And even he starts to get bills from left to right. So in a way, he lost it overnight. Like, how can you lose $1 billion overnight? Like, it doesn't make sense. But the thing is that's what I'm trying to say, is that it's an illusion of control. The money on the bank that you have right now, it can disappear tomorrow. Whatever reason. And people know this, and they try to avoid it. So they try to avoid it, and this is like fear of losing. So this false god, it makes you suffer because it gives you like pain and fear. So the moment when you need to pay stuff, the moment when things happen, like you crash your car, all of a sudden you lose so much money. So and the moment when you lose money, you lose your self-worth, because people, their self-worth is tied to this false god, right? So they are attached to it. Like I said, they have a dependence on it. So people, they rely on their bank account. The moment when, like, they try to get security, like buy gold coins. Like, if something happens, I have gold. If something, like, it seems that they really think, like most people think, including myself, that money can do something. But this is not based on truth. Like, it's all an illusion, right? People use it to seek validation. People give it their powers. So they give so much power to money. Like, oh, if I would have money, then I have freedom, right? If I would have money, then I could attract a relationship, right? And if I would have money, then I can become more beautiful for a woman, for example, or for a man, it doesn't matter. Like, you become more beautiful so you can attract more, right? If I have money, I can invest in businesses. Like, you need money to make money and stuff like that. So they give it a lot of power. This is just a tool. It's nothing more. It flows. It comes in, it comes out. You can lose it overnight, you can gain it overnight. And it takes away the purpose. So the moment when this is a huge thing. This is the biggest amount of suffering, because people, they make like I said, this false god, security, power, purpose, they make money their purpose. So they try to just capitalize money. It becomes about the money. So people, they just work, and their whole life is controlled by this false god. But if you have, like, think of this, like, if you had an abundance of money, let's say I told you, like, bro, you have a bank account, and this bank account, the number says infinite. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can buy whatever you want, it's infinite. You can do whatever. Most people, they wouldn't make money their purpose because they have an infinite amount of money. And this false god is temporary. So it's all based on one big illusion, right? So what's the solution? Right now you're thinking like, okay, what's the solution? The solution is collapse. The solution is, it's a very hard solution, but collapse the false god. The real truth is, you don't need this. And what I mean with collapse is, don't get me wrong, go make money. But I'm talking about the emotional attachment, how you change the perception about money. Change how you perceive it. So you can have an abundance of money. This is not what I'm talking about. You can make money. I'm just talking about that the perception about money needs to change. This doesn't have so much power. In fact, you are the one who's in control. You are the one who has the power. And what I'm trying to say is that this money has not the power that we give it. It doesn't define us. Money doesn't make us who we are. Like, the truth is that you are worthy. That's the truth, right? So having a large amount of money on your bank account, it gives you a confidence boost because you have something to lean on, you have something to rely on. But the truth is that it's an illusion because you can lose that overnight. So what happens if you lose it all tomorrow? What then? Then all of a sudden, you become scared, you become afraid, and all of a sudden you have nothing to rely on. So the confidence is conditional, right? But if you collapse this false god, you have unconditional confidence. If you collapse this false god, you instantly become detached. If you stop attaching to money, this false god, you become detached. And when you're detached of money, whether you have lots of it or you have small amounts of it, you become what? Magnetic. Crazy. So people don't realize this. I didn't realize this. But the moment when you collapse this false god, you collapse it, you also get peace. Why? Oh, it doesn't matter. Whether I have a lot of money or small amounts of money, it doesn't matter. It's just a tool, it's just money. Money will flow. I will attract money. I will make money. It's fine. Even though I don't have money right now, I don't need it. I don't need the money. I'm creative. I can do my thing. Like, I can take the steps. And whether I have lots of it or small amounts of it, I don't need to fear it. So what happens is detachment is another word. Like, if you're detached of money, you become fearless. So the moment when you're fearless, the moment when you need to invest in something, or the moment when you need to take a risk, you're taking the risk, you jump. You're not afraid. You're not afraid to lose the money because you know that money isn't the purpose. And you know that money is something that you attract. Money is something that that follows the purpose. So you have a purpose, and money will flow to you to help you achieve that purpose. So it works the other way around. People make money the purpose, like, oh, I'm gonna chase money, and when I have money, I have this. But money works the other way around. Like, I'm gonna chase my vision, I'm gonna do my own thing, I'm gonna, like, literally become the best version of myself, or learn new skills, or like do something with purpose and vision, and money will follow you. You will magnetize money. So money hasn't the power. If you change the perception that you don't need it, like it will flow to you, and you change the perception of money, you literally feel, this is literally an abundance mindset. Abundance. Why? Because right now, the confidence that you have is unconditional. It's not conditional. The worth, the value that you have, the self-worth, the self-value is also unconditional. Because you don't tie your worth with money, with the external. And the moment when you collapse the false god, you are free. This is true freedom. It doesn't matter. And people use money to get validation, thinking that if you get validation, it will all of a sudden out of the blue sky make you worthy. But it works the other way around. You are worthy and people praise the worthy ones. And the worthy ones, they don't not need validation. They don't need validation. So it's up to you, like it's your choice. Like if you want to suffer, I was, basically this is literally the blue pill and the red pill, because like this false god of money, like think about it, like people rely on their bank account, they have lots of it, they have a great day. If they have a slow months of it, they have a bad day, right? And if things happens, like you're literally in a roller coaster, the moment when you grab onto this false god of money, this fake security, this fake control, like now you're in a roller coaster. But if you never care in the first place, and this is like the art of not giving a fuck, it's being detached. So if you don't care about in the first place and you just jump and you just don't care and you just detach from money and you just collapse the false god, and to be honest, you will stop suffering and it will improve your quality of life immensely. You will become peaceful, and the whole paradox is, right? The whole paradox is, this is a frequency. This frequency of detachment, of collapsing the false god, because in order to elevate your frequency, it's not about you changing your state and focusing on, yes, like it's true, like if you focus on high frequency stuff, you will feel more high frequency, and in this way, like you improve your state, right? But collapsing the things, like removing the things that hold you down, is gonna do way more for you than trying to optimizing the downness, if you understand what I'm saying. So if you have an air balloon, for example, and you want to take off, right? You can have more fire, and that's what most people focus on. It's the fire, like the discipline, the hard work and the stuff like that. Like do stuff to increase your frequency, and they're like putting more fire in the balloon. But if you want to take off, you don't need to add fire, you just need to drop the weight, right? This video is not about demonizing money, but this video is about detaching from money. It's a whole different thing. So this just becomes neutral. That's it. It becomes neutral. And this is what will improve your life drastically. If you change the perception of money, it will literally improve your life, and you will